Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We've made it into 2022. We are sat third in the table because we've just had, literally in the last 3 games, a nice big upturn in form, which has propelled us back up to the top of the playoff spaces, just 4 points behind MK Dons, who are in second, and that is obviously our target, is to get automatic promotion. Since the last episode then, we've had a number of games, some good, some bad. First up was an MK Dons match, which ended in a defeat. Josh Agnes and Gilliam with a penalty in the 84th minute gives them a 2-0 victory. We weren't very good in this game. Then the Checker Trade Trophy that no one cares about against Middlesbrough under-23s. A 4-1 victory, and Niall Ennis gets all 4 goals, 3 of them from the penalty spot. They also did pull one back through Graham Harriott. Jonathan Schmidt missed the penalty and Luke Harrison got himself sent off at the end, but by that point it was already 4-1. Back in the league and back to the defeats, a 2-0 defeat to Swindon Town at home. Ryan Colclough and Tariq Fosu with the goal of Swindon. Another game where we just weren't that great. And then the turnaround in form finally happened against Bolton away. 1-0 victory, Connor Mahoney with the goal in this one. Then Shrewsbury at home, 2-0 victory. Clive Todd, the youngster, scoring a goal, and Humam Tariq also with a goal on 52 minutes. In case you're wondering, this is Clive. He is developing quite nicely, apart from his determination is going down. And the final match in between episodes was this absolute classic against Chesterfield, a 5-2 victory. Kovacic with the opening goal for us. Then Diogo Pereira equalise. Taylor Moore then scores an own goal on the 42nd minute, makes it 2-1 at half-time. Into the second half, Pereira gets his second, makes it 2 apiece. They then get a penalty, which Lyle Taylor misses. Then Panzo, Connor Mahoney and Humam Tariq in the 91st minute gives us a somewhat emphatic victory, but it wasn't the easiest of games. So, as I said at the start of the episode, this is the state of the league table. We're up into third place, 4 points off the top. Not the top, second. 4 points off second. We're also 4 points off of 7th. So, it is quite tight. We do have Gillingham today, who are sat 6th in the table. But we've also got Rotherham, who are sat 23rd. So, it's going to be one tough game and one hopefully easy game, which, knowing us, we're going to lose. Just before starting recording this episode, I noticed that a lot of our players' contracts are expiring. So I went through and I said just to the director of football, just give some of these players some new contracts. So Nejelkov, Tariq, Joe Mason, Emir Hughes, people like that. I said give them a new contract. So we just given them a new contract to the end of the season and just given them massive wage reductions. Steve Coppell, who is my director of football, is just an awful director of football. And on contracts, Humam Tariq, last time we spoke, I believe I said that he failed his work permit. And I've worked out why, and he's still on contract, but he's only got 6 months left, so he didn't technically sign his new one. What happened is Iraq have dropped massively in the world rankings. So when I signed him, Iraq were up here. It was in this bit. And he'd played a lot of games for Iraq, and then all of a sudden, bam, 62nd. They are now outside of the top 50, which means him getting a work permit is suddenly a lot harder. So this might be the one and only season that we get to see Humam Tariq legitimately playing in English football in Football Manager. Also, before we get into the games, you might notice that it is the 1st of January, and because of that, we've made some signings. I think you probably know them all. Anyway, Russell Kingdon has obviously signed on a permanent deal. He's cost 400k. He's still only 3-star potential ability, but it's Russell bloody Kingdon. The next player through the door is Mirko Antonucci, joined from Roma. I can't remember how much I paid for him. It wasn't a huge amount, 275k. He has come in. He is an inside forward on the left-hand side. So, Tariq, if he does leave, I have the replacement there. I don't want him to leave, because Antonucci can probably play on the right as well. He can, and he's actually pretty good on the right. So, I'd like Tariq to stay, but it's not the end of the world if he goes. And then 2 players that I always seem to sign these types of players. I may have even mentioned them before. Hamid Mohammadi, Iranian 18-year-old striker, doesn't have a work permit, but he is absolute filth. All I need him to do is actually just start playing for Iran. If he starts playing for Iran, then he'll get some caps, then he'll get a work permit. And the final player through the door is 18-year-old Costa Rican central midfielder Dennis Montoya, who actually is 3.5-star current ability somehow. He's got 5-star potential ability. This player looks like he could be a very, very good footballer. He's come in 80k. 80k, that's all it is from Santos in Costa Rica. In addition to those signings, there's been a few loan players have gone out since we last met. I think, it might not be many. It might be just a few down here. Alex Lenton, John Green and Christian Wheatley have all gone out on loan to non-league clubs. We're not done just yet. Couple more tiny little things. Rayo's still in talks regarding a takeover of the club, so that might happen. And we're getting a new affiliate club at some point. Right, let's get into the Gillingham game, because I think I've been talking for way too long. So, in this entire save, Blackburn have played Gillingham twice and beaten them twice. I don't know. That's probably because we've been in a higher league than them, so that's not that great. The starting lineup then for Gillingham versus Blackburn. In goal, Issam El Mak, which I feel like I should probably show him. Basically, he was on loan to us last season, and at the start of the game, when I joined Blackburn, they said his loan's running out. Do you want to extend it? I went, yeah, he looks alright. So, we've got him for another 6 months, I guess, until the end of the season. His contract with us is up in 6 months. Okay, that makes more sense. So yeah, he's kind of become our number one keeper for the last few games, and he's doing alright. Back four of Steve Simpson on the right, Adam Jackson, Jonathan Panzer in the middle, and Anton Nedelkov on the left. Wilcock, Kovacic and Chowdhury are the midfield. Tariq is our inside forward on the left, Connor Mahoney inside forward on the right, and Niall Ennis is the striker. On the bench, we do have one of our new signings, Mirko Antonucci is on there. He's not match fit because he's played 6 games his entire life. Gillingham are playing a very defensive formation, which is not good. Also, Randall, what's this for? He's got the most assists. He's got 7. Okay, so their right back seems to be their main threat going forward. Slight bit of a kit clash, but I guess that's what happens when teams wear blue and white halves. First highlight, straight away. Tariq's going to get on the end of it. No, he's not. Chowdhury, can he cross it in? Got 3 Blackburn players in the box. Ennis is one of them, and Ennis has hit it just wide. Randall with the throw for Gillingham. O'Hare. Randall crosses it in. Barkerson? Barkerson scored. Atlee Barkerson. I got confused by his name. And, do you know what's really annoying? The right back got the assist. Another throw on from exactly the same place. O'Hare. Is it going to go back to him? It's not. Chowdhury gets it clear. Ennis up there by himself. He needs to really hold it up. But, because he's a poacher, oh my word. Why did you go for that? Is there a way to tell players to stop going for ridiculous long shots? Nedelkov with a throw. Kovacic. Back to Nedelkov. Cross didn't come in and Kovacic is going to pick it up. Panzo. Chowdhury to Nedelkov. Kovacic is in front of him if he needs him. Does find him. Wilcock to Mahoney. Mahoney's not been the best player for the last few games. Connor Mahoney again. Crosses it in. Ennis is there. Doesn't get it. Byrne heads it clear. Wilcock gets the ball back. Go on, make a run. Stevie Simpson. Crosses it. He's not crossed it. He's gone for goal. And Vinicius in goal for Gillingham makes a save. Is that the whole highlight, or are we going to see a little bit more? Grant to Lacey to Dulka. Lovely tackle by Ennis. That's a questionable reasons why, but we've got the ball back. Tariq running into the area. Can he cross it? He does cross it. Mahoney's there at the back, and Connor Mahoney has scored a goal. I don't know how many he's got this season, but we are back level pegging with Gillingham. Simpson with the throw. Kovacic. Simpson crosses it in. Tariq's at the back. It's come to Mahoney. He's found Tariq. He's got acres of space. And Humam Tariq hits it wide. He should have buried that. Another highlight. This first half is exciting. Ennis crosses it in. Mahoney's at the back on the half volley. Back of the net. Connor Mahoney must be sat there thinking, they've just signed Mirko Antonucci to replace me. So he has pulled his finger out and he's on fire at the moment. And that has brought us to half time. And like I said, Connor Mahoney, he is our best performer. 8.7, 2 goals. Get the assistant to do the team talk. If we go tactics, I do want to bring Antonucci on at some point. And at the moment, he's going to be coming on the left wing because Tariq's only on a 6.8. I've not done any tactical changes. I just kind of wanted to have a look to see what the ratings were. First highlight of the second half, and it starts with the goal kick. Jackson flicks it on. It's coming back towards us. No, it's not. Connor Mahoney, the goal scorer. Across to Chowdhury. Chowdhury to Ennis. Tariq's making a run. Tariq is going to get there. Crosses it in. Mahoney's in the back. Go on. Okay, Callum Wilcock's there. It's not Callum Wilcock. Callum Wilcock, or Callum Willock is the United one. It's Henry Wilcock with the goal. He's scoring a lot of goals for an 18-year-old central midfielder. I think he's on 4 goals this season. 65 minutes in. I'm looking at doing a sub, but I want to bring on Antonucci, but both Tariq and Mahoney are playing really well. They're both on easily high eights. Mahoney crosses in. Ennis is there. Ennis with a header. Vinicius makes the save. We're 3-1 up against Gillingham, who were in the playoffs. 15 minutes to play, and I'm thinking I'm going to bring off Mahoney. Purely because he's got a yellow card. I know he's got 2 goals. He's on a hat-trick. He's probably annoyed. Ennis is also going to come off for Steffi Mavididi, because Mavididi is a very good player. He just hasn't scored yet. Elmark with the free kick inside his own area. Mavididi, one-touch control. Lovely control. He's running forward. Plays it to no one. It was absolutely nobody. Miller now running down the right for Gillingham. Tries to tackle him, doesn't get there. Smith with a header off the bar. Smith with a second chance. It is 3-2, and this could be a collapse. Let's tell him to concentrate, and let's probably play defensive. Yes. 3 minutes of normal time to play. Randall gets the ball. Miller, tackle. Smith's got it in the area, and Smith's hit the bar again, and Steve Simpson gets it clear. This is worrying. Can I tell them to concentrate more? Or go contain? The highlight is still going. Randall with a throw. Ollie. Randall crosses it in. Panzo gets it clear. No one's chasing it from our side. Robinson for Gillingham. He's got 2 Blackburn players with him. Passes it back to the halfway line. It's coming straight back towards us. So Bingham, Dulka. Robinson's got some space. Doesn't manage to control it, and we get the ball clear. And we've got a highlight already. I need to breathe. Tariq crosses in. Antonucci is there on his debut. Bedo gets it clear, and Panzo's going to pick it up. Panzo. What are you doing, Jonathan? Cleared by Bingham. Simpson's going to get there, though. Back to the keeper. Take your time. And don't hit it first time. That'll do. Tariq. Lovely. Humam Tariq is filth. He's absolute filth. Crosses it in. Ennis is at the front. It's not Ennis. It's Mavididi. Ollie is now on the ball for Gillingham. This highlight's going nowhere, so I suspect there's probably going to be a goal. I'm hoping it's ours. Dulka with the header. Panzo back forward. Kovacic. Tariq's there. Finds Tariq. Finds Antonucci on his debut. He's had a go and he's put it in the bottom corner. And we have made it 4-2. Mirko Antonucci's been on the pitch for 15 minutes and he's scored his first goal for the club. And hopefully this is the final highlight of the game. Tariq gets the ball across to Kovacic. It's in the middle. Nothing's happening. Just blow the whistle, ref. Kovacic still running. Back to Stevie Simpson. Forward to Kovacic once again. Across. Chowdhury. Tariq wants. Tariq gets. We are 30 seconds over time. And there it is. It is full time. It is a 4-2 victory. And that is a very good result. Stevie Simpson, though, you're a little bit of a letdown. Now, we are playing Rotherham on the 3rd. So what I've done is basically any player whose stat is below 90, I've said, or condition, I've said take a day off. So the entire first team, I know Almac is 91, but he can have a day off, why not, has been basically told, yeah, don't come into work tomorrow, we'll see you for the Rotherham game. A bit of transfer news before the Rotherham game. Dennis Montoya has gone to Atletico Nacional in, I don't even know what country they're in. Costa Rica, probably. Colombia, there you go. He's gone on loan for 7 months because at least he'll get some games there. Some more transfer news that's going on because a lot of our players' contracts expire in 2022. They can kind of be poached by clubs outside of England. So, Laurent Depoite is possibly off to Zulte Waregem, KV Mechelen or Charleroi in Belgium. I'm not fussed because I don't want him anyway. It's time for the Rotherham game, and this game might not be as easy as I first thought, because Rotherham, despite the fact they are 23rd in the table, are actually on a decent run of form. So maybe we might struggle in this one. A couple of bits of rotation for the starting lineup in this one, not a huge amount. In goal is going to stick with El Mark. Ryan Nyambe comes in for Steve Simpson. Adam Jackson remains in the side. Alfie Jones comes in for Jonathan Panzo, and Nedelkov keeps his place in the starting lineup. Also, you might have noticed, I've changed Nedelkov to an inverted wing-back because he's right-footed playing on the left, and you can't have an inverted full-back, so he's now an inverted wing-back. Hopefully, it does the job. Midfield trio of Wilcock, Kovacic and Chowdhury once again. Mahoney keeps his place in the starting 11 on the right-hand side. Tariq keeps his place on the left, and Steffi Mavididi comes in for Niall Ennis. A 4-4-1-1 for Rotherham, and then our usual 4-3-3 for us. Hopefully, Rotherham, despite the fact they're on a decent run of form, are pushovers. Now that I've said that, we'll probably lose 4-0. We've earned a free kick from the very first highlight, and Mahoney is going to whip it in. He's found Wilcock, edge of the area. Back to Mahoney, if you would. Thanks. Mahoney's in the area. It wasn't a very good header and Digby gets it clear. Okay, that wasn't really a highlight, was it? And that has been the only highlight of the game, and it wasn't a highlight. We are half an hour in. Okay, we do finally get a highlight. Nigel Cobb for the throw. Mavadidi wasn't a great pass. Fernandez gets it clear. Alfie Jones to Wilcock. Kovacic to Chowdhury to Connor Mahoney. He's had a go from outside the area. It was a very good effort. Just over the bar. I'd like to see more, please. So can I have some more? I will demand more, actually, not please. Well, we didn't get more, did we? It is 0-0 at half-time. And what did the assistant say? It's disappointing. I'm far from pleased. Yep, good. That'll work. Tactics. I'm going to bring off Connor Mahoney because he's having an absolute shocker. And let's bring on Mirko Antonucci, who can get 45 minutes under his belt today. Why do I feel like I've played Rotherham on camera before? I remember Aggie, and I remember Frimpong, and I remember Bultwees, and Nedman Ahura. I don't understand why... have we? Jackson doesn't get on the end of it. Sorry, I'm just talking nonsense. Wilcock. Across to Kovacic. Edge of the area. It's off the bar. That was unlucky from Kovacic. He's got some decent long shots on him. I've just demanded more, but this game is in serious trouble, and it's going to end 0-0. Let me do this. There we go. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go now. Mavadidi's having a shocker. Get off. Niall Ennis. Get on the pitch. Do your business. You know what to do. You know how to score goals, right? No, he doesn't know how to score goals. We've gone into the 93rd minute, and that was awful. It was just no highlights. I think I found the problem. We had 12 shots off target, and pretty much all of them were outside the area. Why are we having so many shots from outside the area? That's awful. Well, I was hoping to end this episode sat there going, we are in second place in the table, but because we can't beat a dogged Rotherham side, maybe. We are still third place in the table, joint with Bury in fourth, 1 point behind McDonald's in second place. So we're not off the pace, but we've drawn 8 games. We've drawn 8 games again. What is the problem with me and drawing games? Or is it the game just means you draw a lot more? I don't know. Anyway, next episode we're going to go to probably the end of January, maybe Peterborough, Oxford. Are any of these teams near us? Not really. Lincoln are a problem. Maybe Oxford, Lincoln. We might do those two. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you back on Monday for the Peterborough and Oxford or Lincoln or Charlton or whatever games we're going to do. I don't remember. I said it seconds ago.